Right, are you ready to do some word problems the smart, fast way? Let's do some practice. We're going to calculate percentages changes using the shorter, faster method. Okay, so here we go. Jake bought a bike for $150. There it is. $150 is the buying price, the buying cost of this bike. $150. Now he sells it by increasing the price by 45%. So whatever this price was, he decides to increase it, which means the plus bit there, the percentage change or the increase is 45%. Now, if $150 is shown as 100%, which means all of it, that means he's going to increase all of it from 100% by another 45%, which means this will become 145% of itself. So 150 now grows up and more to become 145% of itself. And that's what he'd be selling it for. He'd be selling it for 145% of this price, of all of it. So if you calculate 145% of 150, this of course is over 100, so this would be 1.45 times 150, and what's the answer? $217.50. And that would be the selling price of this bike. That's how much he would sell it for. Got it? Okay, great. Let's try another one, just for practice. Selena weighed 65 kilograms. That was her original weight, 65 kilograms. And then she goes on the diet and her weight goes down by 25%. It's 25% less. So the percentage change is a negative one. It's 25% less. That means when her weight was 100%, now it's 25% less, which means now it is 100 minus 25. It's now 75% of what it was. So 100 minus 25 is 75% of what it was, which was 65 kilograms. So 75% of what it was is what it is now. So take 0.75 times 65. That's what it is right now. It's 48.75 kilograms. Great. Now that you have a pretty good idea of how to do these, start practicing. Take out your notebook, take out your pencil, erasers in case you need it, and start working out these answers. So the original amount is going to be shown here. The percentage change, if it's an increase, it's going up. If it's a decrease, it's going down. And the changed amount could be a large one, which would be an increase, or it could be a smaller one, which would be a decrease. Okay, so let's start with this. $450 was the original amount, and what does that mean? You're going to increase this by 35%, which means if you had 100%, 100% would now become 135% of what it was. So 100% becomes 135% of what it was. It was $450, so 135% times, or 1.35 times 450, and there's your answer. Okay, great. Try the next one. Do it yourself. What we do here, what does that mean? Is it being decreased or is it being increased? Decreased, very good. By how much? 22%. So what does that mean? What happens to 100%? If your original was 100%, how much would it be now? It would decrease by 22%. So if you decrease 100% by 22%, so how much did that become? 100 minus 22, that's 78%. Very good. So it now becomes 78% of what it used to be. So what do we do now? 78% of 780. This is, how much is this? 0.78, very good. And this is times, use your calculator and find the answer. You should get 608.40 kilograms. Good job. Try this one. 48 hours. What are you going to do to 48 hours? Say it. Very good. You're going to increase it by 60%. What does that mean if you want to do the smart, fast way? It means if it was 100, you'd increase 100 to 160%. So this should become 160% of what it was. So what's the answer? What do you do here? What's the process? 160% of 48. Good. And how much is this? What do I write here? 1.6. That's right. Divide by 100. And then this is times. And what's the answer if you multiply the two? Excellent. 76.8 hours. Next one. 1,200 kilometers. What are we doing to this now? Are we increasing it or decreasing it? Yes, we're decreasing 1,200 kilometers by what? By 45%. You're decreasing, that means if all of it was 100%, what will 100% become now? That's right, it becomes 55% of what it was. So 55%, which is 100 minus 45, of what? Of 1,200 kilometers. And this becomes 0.55, very good, times 1,200. What's the answer? Excellent, 660 kilometers. So 1,200 kilometers reduces to 660 kilometers. Last one, 84 grams. Are we increasing it or are we decreasing it? We're increasing it by how much? 135%. Now that's a lot. If you increase it by one, that means if the original amount is 100% and you're going to increase it by 135%, that means the original amount will become 235% of what it was. That's right. So 235% of 84, what does this become? Who can answer this? 235% is what in decimals? Excellent. 2.35 times 84 is 197.4 grams. There's your answer. That's a good bit of practice you did there, learning to do it the smart and the fast way. Now that you've got it, you should be able to get to those books, get to your worksheets, get to your textbooks, and get ready to get an A. Make sure, no matter how many you do, get it right the first time. Make sure you're accurate. Make sure you're fast. And if you have accuracy and speed, you've got an A. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.